So in this video, I want to talk to you about the algorithmic complexity of the first fit and first fit decreasing bin packing algorithms. So what we need to do is we need to look at a worst case scenario. So let's say we have 5 packages, all of size 10. And let's say that the bin size was also size 10. Now, if I was to use first fit or first fit decreasing on this, we need to understand that we would get the same results. Okay, so this would be a worst case scenario for both of those. Now, what we need to do is track the number of comparisons. Okay, so let's do that. So, if we had our first package trundles along, size 10, bin size is 10, well that means it can go into bin 1. Okay, so I didn't need to make any comparisons to get to that point, it just fell into bin 1, so I've currently made 0 comparisons. So that's the first one done. Now the next one comes along, and it can't go in bin 1, so I've had to compare it with the item currently in bin 1. It can't go in there, so it's got to go into the next available bin, bin 2. So I had to compare it with the value in bin 1, so I had to make 1 comparison. The third item comes along. I need to compare it with the item in bin 1, then in bin 2. Can't go into either of those, so it's going to go into bin 3. So I've had to compare it with 1, 2 other bits of data, so I made 2 comparisons. And that's the third bit of data down. The fourth bit of data comes along. Oh, it's another 10. It can't go in bin 1, it can't go in bin 2, it can't go in bin 3, so I've made 3 comparisons. It's got to go into bin 4. So I've made 3 comparisons. The last one comes along. It can't go to bin 1, can't go to bin 2, can't go to bin 3, can't go to bin 4. I've made 4 comparisons. It's going to go into bin 5. And so, in total, I have made 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0, which is 10. So 10 comparisons. Okay, so what we need to do now is to think about, well, what would this be, what would the total number of comparisons be if I'd had n bits of data to start off with, all of size 10. Okay, so it doesn't take much investigation to see what's going to happen. So if I tracked this and thought, right, okay, well, if I've got 1, 10, okay, how many comparisons am I going to need? Well, none. It's not going to get compared with anything. So the number of comparisons, let's call it C, will be equal to 0. If I've got 2 bits of data, then the first item goes into the first bin, and then the second item I need to compare with the first, and then it goes into bin 2. So I will make 1 comparison. With 3 bits of data, I will be at this stage. Okay, so the third bit of data will come along, and I need to compare it with the first and second. So in total, I'll have 3 comparisons. Then when n is 4, we're going to have 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 0 comparisons, and so that's 6. And then, as we worked out with 5, it is 10. Okay, so what you're seeing here are your triangular numbers. Okay, so if you've forgotten what they are, so 1, 3, 6, 10. Okay, so it's the sum of the points that make up your triangle. And of course what we could do is we'd go, right, well, we could see what that series actually is, what the sequence is. So that's plus 1, that's plus 2, that's plus 3, that's plus 4. So I'm adding on 1 each time. Okay, so if you remember this from GCSE Maths, looking at quadratic sequences, what we could then do is go, okay, well, if I have 1/2 n squared, now the half n squared is coming from the fact that this second row is 1, so you divide that by 2 and that goes in front of your n squared. So that would be 1/2 of 1 squared, which is a half. Then we would have 1/2 of 2 squared, which is 2. 1/2 of 3 squared is 4.5, or 9 halves. 1/2 of 4 squared is 8. And then 1/2 of 5 squared is 25 halves, or 12.5. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll subtract that away from the sequence that we've got, and that should result in a linear sequence that we can then investigate. So 0 take away 1/2 is minus 1/2. Then we've got 1 take away 2, which is minus 1. Then we've got 3 take away 4.5, so that's minus 1.5, or minus 3 halves. Then we've got 6 take away 8, which is minus 2. Then we've got 10 take away 25 halves, so 20 halves take away 25 halves is minus 5 halves. And what you can see now is that this is reducing by 1/2 each time. So this linear sequence will have the form minus 1/2 n. And how do I get from minus 1/2 back to minus 1/2? Well, I don't need to add anything on. So that linear sequence has the minus 1/2 n. And of course, we also have the minus 1/2 n squared that I need to add back on. So we would have 1/2 n squared take away 1/2 n. And so this should get us back to our sequence. Now, let's just double check that, shall we? So when n is 1, we'll have 1/2 take away 1/2, which is 0. When n is 2, we'll have 1/2 times 4, so 2 take away 1 is 1. That's all good. So this is looking good. Let's try it with the 5. So 1/2 of 5 squared, so that's going to be 25 halves. Take away 5 halves is 20 halves, which is 10. Excellent. So this is the nth term for my sequence. And of course this can be factorised. And this is 1/2 n minus 1. So this is the nth term for the total number of comparisons that I need in the worst case scenario for first fit or first fit decreasing bin packing. But the key to it, of course, is that for large values of n, this behaves as a quadratic. So this, because you've got the largest power of n here, which dominates the linear term here, we would say that this is order of n squared. So regardless of the fact there's a half out the front, that doesn't matter. We would say that this has quadratic order because of the highest power of n that you've got there. So this is order of n squared, and it's showing you that first fit and first fit decreasing bin packing has quadratic complexity.